Have you ever heard a secret so electrifying it made the hairs on your skin stand at attention? Well, buckle up, darlings, because this tale might just make you reconsider everything you think you know about thrill-seeking and secrets. It all started innocently, or rather, deceptively innocently. Let me paint the picture for you. A Thursday night, a quiet suburb, and a private party behind a mysterious velvet rope. That's right, our storyteller, let's call her Veronica, thought she was simply attending a casual soiree hosted by an old friend. A little wine, some catching up, maybe a charcuterie board if things got fancy. But when she walked up to her friend's modern, dimly lit mansion, she was greeted by stunningly dressed attendants wearing masks that were just skimpy enough to say, "This is anything but casual." The first words to escape her lips, "Is this a masquerade ball, or did I walk onto a movie set?" Her friend, let's call him Damon, appeared from the shadows. He raised a perfectly arched eyebrow and smirked. "Something like that, Veronica. Welcome to your first experience, behind the velvet rope." Now, Veronica could have turned around then and there, said, "Nope, not for me," hopped into an Uber, and called it a night. But something about Damon's confident, devil-may-care vibe hooked her curiosity like a fish on a line. She took a deep breath, straightened her little black dress, and stepped inside, knowing darn well she might regret it, or who knows, maybe she'd remember it forever. The room was a kaleidoscope of decadence. Lavish red drapes spilled from the ceiling. Dim chandeliers cast an intoxicating glow. In one corner, couples murmured in hushed voices, their laughter laced with flirtation. In another corner, a makeshift dance floor pulsed with an eerie energy that made her heart feel like it was beating in time with the music. Stages separated by shimmering curtains piqued her curiosity, but she didn't dare ask what went on behind them. Yet. The air was rich with the scent of vanilla candles and just a hint of something earthly. Oh, and let's not forget the drinks. Bartenders decked out in crisp suspenders swirled absinthe cocktails and poured champagne towers. Veronica watched one woman, poised like a Hollywood icon of the 40s, slide her finger across the rim of her glass before laughing like she'd just shared a sinful secret with the man next to her. Still, as Veronica wandered, she couldn't shake the feeling that eyes were following her every movement. And yet, despite the momentary shivers creeping up her spine, she couldn't bring herself to leave. Eventually, Damon found her, champagne flute in hand, and the kind of smile on his face that practically screamed, "I have information you want." He led her toward those shimmering curtains, blocking the mysterious stages. "Curious yet?" Damon whispered. Oh, was she ever curious? Veronica raised one eyebrow back at him. "I'd be lying if I said no." Damon grinned. "Good. This is where the real fun begins." He pushed a curtain aside, and Veronica gasped. Behind the curtain, an elegantly arranged chaise lounge sat center stage, facing an audience of scattered couches cloaked in shadow. On the chaise lounge, well, let's just say two individuals were fully living their lives, entwined together in a way that made Veronica's cheeks glow 3 shades of cherry red. But here's the kicker. There was no embarrassment, no judgment, just celebration. Each stage seemed to have its own scene, some romantic, some astonishingly bold, and some that seemed plucked right from a forbidden fantasy novel. And what's more, everyone watching contributed to this electrifying buildup of momentum. Their intrigue, their soft sighs, the occasional ripple of applause. It was as if the room itself were alive, thriving off sheer desire. Veronica felt herself flush, and Damon, bless him, chuckled knowingly at her reaction. Awkwardly, she whispered, "Damon, is this?" But he interrupted her. "Yes, Veronica. And each stage tells a story. Think of it as interactive art, where passion steals the show." Now, here's where things get even juicier. Veronica, despite her racing heart, her thudding pulse, and a strong desire to bolt like a startled deer in headlights, stayed. Why? She wasn't sure in the moment, but later, during our correspondence, she admitted something that stuck with me. "Sometimes," she wrote, "life lets you peek behind the curtain, and well, why not take a tiny step forward, especially if you trust yourself to know where to draw the line?" Wise words, don't you think? By the time she left that party, the night sky crackling with stars above her, Veronica felt like she'd touched a sliver of another world. A part of her knew some chapters are better left unexplored, but another part had found freedom in the curious electricity of the unknown. And so, my sweet audience, let me ask you, have you ever stepped behind the velvet rope of your own life? If so, was it sweet or sharp, steamy, or soul-expanding? You tell me. After all, those are the tales that keep us coming back for more. Until next time, this is Stella signing off, reminding you to live curiously, love daringly, and always, always, keep the lights dimmed just enough for a little mystery.